It is a tale of two teams. The Phillies, they've won 7 in a row. Complete opposite story for these Athletics. 9 straight losses, and they've slipped all the way to last in their division.
Well, you want to keep a win streak going. Why not have this guy on the mound? Zach Wheeler, the Phillies ace, will take the hill tonight.
Jacob Lopez back up here in the big leagues. Going to be his 5th appearance, 2nd start. And for Jacob Lopez, an opportunity, I think, to try to showcase some things that he's been working on.
No surprise with the lefty on the mound. The Phillies go with their predominantly right-handed lineup. That means Trey Turner leading off, hitting .328 as a leadoff man this season. Turner hits one in the air, deep center field. Clark going back to the track, at the wall. It's gone! And Trey Turner with a leadoff home run. It's Turner's 4th home run of the season. And just like that, it's 1-0 Phillies.
There goes the shutout, the no-hitter, and everything else. Welcome to Sacramento, Trey Turner.
Oh, we saw him go deep in Colorado. He said the power is coming back. He felt that way the other night, and he showed it off.
Harper batting .275. He has been on a hot streak.
And he hits one deep right field. Going back on it, Butler, he's got room. He'll make the catch. Saw Harper do that a couple of times Thursday in Colorado.
The Phillies able to get on the board in the top of the 1st inning.
See Zach, who is riding a pretty good streak right now, 16 consecutive scoreless innings. We've seen Zach here lately, a lot of just pounding fastball, staying hard early in games, forcing teams to either hit it or he can then make an adjustment.
Yeah.
Jacob Wilson, now this is not a guy you're going to see a lot of swing and miss from. 2-2. Oh, breaking ball, got him.
Of course he strikes out.
Wouldn't you know? What a scouting report, Ben. Wheeler will try again, the 3-2.
Called 3rd strike, fastball right down the middle, and he got Soderstrom looking. 2nd strikeout for Zach Wheeler, and 1-2-3 go the Athletics here in the 1st.
Zach Wheeler, who struck out a couple in the 1st, a 1-2-3 1st inning.
Rooker had a nice series against the Angels, 5 for 15, a double, a home run, 3 runs batted in.
Swing and a miss, and there's strikeout number 3. Shea Langoliers, catcher. That should go foul out of
That's
play.
coming back.
Harper gives it, and Harper, I don't know if he didn't see it off the bat or just assumed it was going to spin foul out of play.
He didn't move till the ball was on its descent.
Swing and a miss. So it didn't hurt Zach Wheeler. He's able to get him on strikes. It is the 4th strikeout for Zach Wheeler already through 5 batters.
Overpowering with the fastball and able to spin it as well.
2-2, 2 on Duhar. And Miguel flies it to right center, and it'll drop down. Rojas is there to back up the running Castellanos, and Miguel on Duhar gets the 1st hit of the game for the A's and extends his hitting streak to 10 games.
Here's Nick Kurtz.
1-0 pitch, swung on, line drive, right field. Castellanos a couple steps to his right, and then down to his knees to make that catch. It was kind of knuckling right at him, but Nick Castellanos stays with it and makes the catch for the final out. Phillies lead it 1-0. Bryce Harper will lead it off.
Castellanos, ground ball on the right side, going to a slide. As Urias makes play from his knees, throws to first in time, and Harper's retired. Nice play by Urias to his left, and there is one away.
So clearly the command was there his last start, and he's showing that here. At high fastball enters the fold, and he strikes out 2 in the 3rd.
He's retired 5 straight, 6 of 7. We're through 2.5. It's the Phillies 1 and the A's nothing.
Jacob Lopez forcing the action right now. Come back up. He understands that there's probably some opportunity here if he's able to pitch well and get a little deeper into the ball game, something the bullpen could use.
That's chased and missed. Down he goes. Another strikeout for Jacob Lopez. That's number 6. He's retired 8 straight, and we're through 3.5.
Pitchers duel going tonight. Here's in between innings. This is what the players have to do if they want to get some swings in the cage. Go to the clubhouse. They have to run back and forth in between innings.
They'll be getting their steps in this 3-game series.
Both pitchers have looked great today. Jacob Lopez already has 6 strikeouts and has been pounding the zone.
Right now he is matching Zach Wheeler outside of that leadoff homer to Trey Turner. He's been nice.
2-2, and it's a called strike 3 on the inside corner. Another strikeout for Lopez. It's his 7th of the game, with Turner waiting on deck. 3-2, and it is tipped into Langoliers' glove. Another strikeout, and Lopez is starting to rack him up. That's his 8th. Another 1-2-3 inning for Lopez. Make that 3 straight for him.
And halfway through our ball game tonight, after 4.5.
Zach Wheeler gets back to work. He's thrown 20 consecutive scoreless innings. And this one is hit on a hop to Alec Bohm. Nice pickup. There's one gone on 1 pitch. There's strikeout number 6 on the night. And it is 10 in a row retired by the Phillies right-hander.
Jacob Lopez still firing strikes against a very tough Phillies lineup. It's Bryce Harper who's 0 for 2, but now you get to the 3rd time through the order. You see what Jacob Lopez is made of. And he just hit Bryce Harper.
Paul Buchheit to check on him, Phillies trainer, and Rob Thompson coming out as well. He's still at home plate.
I mean, if there's a place to get hit, you don't like the elbow, but I would say it wasn't on the point of the elbow. Imagine kind of the underside of the forearm.
Yeah. Take his base down there at first base, so that's good news for the Phils. I'm sure that's going to leave a mark. But Harper's a leadoff base runner here in the 6th.
And Lopez has 2 outs in the 6th.
Swung on a high fly ball, right center deep. Butler back, nearing the track. Clark from center. Butler, and he makes a catch. That's a snow cone out in right center. Wow, reaching down at the last second and tracking it. And a lot of white was showing.
Zach Wheeler, 5 scoreless innings, 21 in a row for Zach. Only 2 hits allowed.
Just continuing to add to that scoreless inning streak.
So Lawrence Butler is aboard. 10 in a row retired by Zach Wheeler before that base hit. His batter is Soderstrom.
Swing and a miss. He got him. Big strikeout right there for Zach Wheeler.
Bryce Harper is coming into the mound, and Harper actually waves JT out.
And JT, we know how much he does not like to go out and talk to Zach Wheeler.
Yeah.
I talked to him, one of the stars. He said, I try to avoid it at all costs.
So Kurtz steps in from the left side. Runner at first, 2 outs.
A little surprising. So back-to-back walks here, and Rob Thompson will go to the bullpen here with 2 runners on in the bottom of the 7th. Orion Kirkering inheriting a couple of base runners. Swing and a miss. He got him.
Orion Kirkering comes in and gets the job done and keeps the runners right where they are.
And the Athletics have the tied run in scoring position with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. And that'll bring up Soderstrom.
And the pitch swung on, driven center field straight away. Rojas back to the track. He reaches up, makes the catch, falls on the track, and he hangs on. Johan Rojas holds the lead for the Phillies with a great grab.
Well, it's Miller time right now.
There's a ground ball, deep short. Wilson with it, and a throw. And Kurtz can't dig it out. It gets by. He couldn't catch the ball. He lost his glove. JT is taken off for 3rd, and he's there safely.
Great base running right there by JT Realmuto. So that'll bring Alec Bohm to the plate. Have a runner over at 3rd, 90 feet away, with the 1-0 lead here in the top of the 9th.
And Bohm rips it right center field in the gap, and nobody will get it. JT is in to score. Alec Bohm standing at 2nd with an RBI double.
The 2nd out here in the 9th, and that'll leave it up to Johan Rojas.
And he hits a little flare, shallow right, and it's going to fall for a hit. Bohm scores, and Johan Rojas fights one off and drops it into right, and it's 3-0 Phillies.
It's now Trey Turner with an opportunity.
And a tough inning for Mason and the 2-2.
Pitch is lined back up the middle, a base hit. Rojas is going to score. It's 4-0 Phillies. And now Jordan Romano for the bottom of the 9th.
They've seen situations like this before, Dallas. Runners on 1st and 2nd, nobody out.
It'll bring Nick Kurtz to the plate, left-handed hitter.
He'll drive this one in deep center field. Rojas going back, and he has homered. Kurtz made Romano pay.
Tanner Banks checks into this game. He's going to be asked to get the final out in this one.
C.J. Alexander with a base hit to right to keep the game alive for the A's. Butler is batting.
Got him. Ball game's over as Tanner Banks gets his first save of the season.